Wagwan Piftings, it's me, Bailey, aka Apple Sours, and we're here with an e-drag tutorial. You're gonna need a hairnet. You're gonna look a bit crusty at the start, but we're gonna work with it. You're gonna take your glue and dip it in water. That's my secret hack. Keeps it moist and doesn't let it dry up. Go ham with the glue. You're gonna need it. It's gonna need to stick down, and you want to use your finger to flatten it up. Now, I done this step 2 times before I went in one last time and went with the direction of my hairs. You want to get your powder and you want to go ham with the powder. Press so hard to flatten all those hairs down together. I like to take a cotton pad and fold it into a quarter and dip it in water and just clean up those edges. It just makes it easier when putting the foundation on. I put any old primer on. I didn't really know if this was a primer or like a pore filler or something, but I put it on my face anyways. And I started with my foundation, which is clearly not my colour, but we're going to work with it anyway. It's important for the foundation to be full coverage, so it covers your eyebrows. For the rest of your skin, you can swipe with the brush, but for the eyebrows, I like to dab with this dabbing motion. Now getting the good old clam white and just putting it underneath our eyes, in the middle of our forehead and a bit on our chin. Remember, if it's going wrong at this point, it doesn't matter, it's just drag, it's not that deep. Now I'm just going in with the powder again. I'm swapping the side of the powder puff because I like to use one side for my skin coloured powder and then one side for the transparent powder. I'm just putting that over the highlighted parts of my face. Bronzer. I don't actually use cream contour like most drag queens. I haven't purchased any yet, but this works great for me. So I just put that contour on, carve out my cheekbone. My advice is to go sorry. Higher than your cheekbone slightly, so it lifts your face up more. And I'm doing my forehead and underneath my chin. With the eyeliner, it's really up to you. I took potted eyeliner and took the thinnest brush possible. Depending where your eyebrows are going to end, I base it off of that. And then I just fill it in with a thicker brush and basically do a straight line to the end of my eye to the point. Trick is, you look up like that and then it creates the line for you because drag queens put the eyeliner higher. Please bear with while I am panicking because a wasp was coming in my room. Moving swiftly on, we're carrying on with the eyeliner. You can use black eyeshadow to set it sooner, I'm just lazy. And you want to create a point at the corner of your eye, like so. Now, I'm really silly, I covered this part, but I'm basically just drawing a new eye shape underneath that I'm going to fill in the middle with white to create the illusion of a bigger eye. Now I'm taking that clown white again, I'm quite the fan, and I am drawing the highlight underneath the eyebrow, which we're going to draw on later after the eyeshadow. This acts as like a primer as well to stick the eyeshadow to. And we're going to draw on the eyelid now. I like to wipe off my eyeliner brush, and then, as you can see, I'm drawing on a very faint line which shows you where the crease of the eyeshadow is going to be. It's fine, we're going to redraw it anyways, but I like to put it on to keep track. Don't forget to powder underneath your eyes. You guys can substitute this colour for anything. I'm just taking this neon pink and we're going to follow the curve that we created, but we're going to cut crease that anyways later, so don't worry if it's messy. Taking a blending brush, we're just going to buff that out. Make sure you keep some of the highlight underneath the brow bone though, because you want it to be very white when it gets to that part to highlight. Now we're going in with a darker pink just to create some dimension, and lastly a tiny bit of black just to blend it all together for when we put the eyeliner on for the crease to create even more dimension with that as well. Now with the clown white and a cut creasing brush, we're just going to go in and create this half a moon type shape. Oh, I like this, it's very, very satisfying. to watch. Now at the end of the crease I'm starting with a metallic-y, pink, shimmery glitter. Whatever you want to use, you use it. Just, I like to blend it out with like a bright silver or something lighter than your actual eye. It'll just open your eye up and make everything bright. Now I am taking the clown white again and putting that in the corners of my eyes to make the illusion of a bigger eye, and setting that with translucent powder. Taking the really thin eyeliner brush, we're just going to deepen that crease even more, the eyeshadow side, where we put the black, and just put a black line, and it just brings the look all together and makes you look snatched. Point blank period. Now for my signature apple sours eyebrows, I start with doing 2 little worm lines and I add a second one to make a V but kind of slanted on its side, and then it ends up with 3, and then I just draw the rest of the eyebrow on with 1 line as shown here. Make that pointed, and then I do the top, curve it round, make sure the shape is what I want. Then I fill that in, but I don't join it to the lines. I leave a gap which creates the sort of animated look as shown here. Most of this is optional. I am currently drawing on eyelashes. I just feel it brings the look together and makes it more detailed. Now I'm taking the end of any brush and dipping it in my eyeliner and just doing a dot for a beauty mark. For these lips, I'm not doing a cupid's bow, I'm just doing an oval shape for the specific lip, filling the outside with black Kiko lipstick. It's my favourite. I'm going to mention the name of that because it's iconic, and then I will be filling the middle with pink and blending that out. I don't know why, but I always end up doing my nose contour last. I like to take the brush with clown white on it and just do this worm, as Trixie Mattel would call it. To blend out a bit, I do put powder on it and I do a little dot on the end. Now just go in with all your highlight, all your shimmer, everything you want to put on, just do it. As this is an E-drag look, I will be adding a little cross to make it more emo, if you will. And I like to put pink on the end of my nose and on my cheeks. It just creates this warmer feeling to yourself. You're not as cold anymore. Make sure you slap that mascara on before you put on your lashes. I like to place my eyelashes near the middle of my eyelid, so it gives you a more upwards look. You don't want to be closed down. And that, my friends, is it. I'll be back in full drag.